Journaling is such a great way to declutter your mind and sharpen your mind. So if you are looking for a way to improve your practice, or you're looking to even get started on a journaling practice, then watch on, my friends, as I have 2 journaling tips that I find super motivating and super beneficial. I find journaling one of the most important parts of my daily practice. For me, the writing that I do in my journal is a way of building my soul. So I find that if I do feel a little low or empty in the day, maybe I've had a setback, I'm feeling a little bit negative or unmotivated, I know that when I come and spend some time with my journal, it's really going to pick me up again. It really builds up my soul. But also it's just for me. And that's really important to understand, because I think one of the things that people will drop off the journaling habit or not even start is because of a fear or an intimidation of what people might think. Like, oh my God, if someone were to read this, what would they think of me? Or to be so judgmental as you're writing because you're imagining someone reading it. And so it's not about being a good writer. It's not about having interesting thoughts even. It's really about helping yourself. That's it. So for me, when I refer to that idea of helping yourself, there's very specific ways to journal. Part of the work I do with writers and creative entrepreneurs, I'm helping them to upgrade their thinking. And so I come to my journaling with that intention in mind, because it's not just about continuing to churn out the way your thoughts currently are, but to use the dynamic between you and the page and the repetition of words to actually change your brain and the way that you're thinking. And so the prompts that we're going to do today is really going to demonstrate that. I'm going to take you through 2 prompts and we're going to write together with these prompts. So we're going to take 2 minutes and we'll journal together. And my invitation is, please, if there's anything that comes up in these prompts that you want to share in the comments below, let me know, because I would love to hear what you got out of the prompts. If you want more time, of course, take more time, just pause the video. I will, at least first thing in the morning, I write a page before I do anything else, and that takes me 15 minutes to write the page. So these prompts are prompts that I will spend longer with, but just for the purposes of us getting to do them together for a little bit, I've chosen 2 minutes. I will work with the clients in my coaching program. We do a lot of writing together and we do it in 2-minute bursts. And so I know 2 minutes is enough time to get a little bit of insight or benefit. Now, the first one is based on the idea that a healthy mind wants to be ready for anything. And so by using this prompt, we can really start to train our mind to be ready for anything. And that totally changes the attitude that we approach life with. And it really does build our confidence as well, because we have this sense of like, whatever happens, I know I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be able to handle anything. So think about all of the things that you are likely to face in the day. So you might choose today, or it might be that you're watching this video in the evening and so you want to choose tomorrow. So think about all of the things that you're likely to face in the day and how you want to be ready for them and how you want to respond to them. So this is a great prompt to start the day off with, and I will definitely use this prompt. If I think, gosh, I've got a full day today, there's a lot that I want to achieve, there's specific results that I want to make sure that I create, I will be listing, okay, what are all the things that I'm going to be facing today, and how do I want to be ready for them, and how do I want to respond? So let's take a couple of minutes with that one now. Think about all of the things that you're likely to face in the day, how you want to be ready for them, and how you want to respond to them. And I will set the timer for 2 minutes. Let's go. Okay. So like I said, if you want to take longer, please do take longer, but just for the purposes of us being able to do it together. And of course, let me know in the comments, how did you find that one? For me, it's so simple, and I didn't do this. I've already done some journaling today, but I didn't actually look at this one today. And just for the last 2 minutes, I've got a couple of things that I know I want to do later, and it's just given me some clarity about how to approach both of those things. Now, the other interesting thing is neither of these things were things that I thought I needed help with. I was like, oh, like I've got an interview that I'm doing later with an editor. I was like, oh, I don't really need to worry too much about that. But as I was journaling, I was like, oh, I'm actually getting to see how I could make that interview go even better. Even though I wasn't worrying about it, I was like, actually, it could go even better than I had anticipated just by doing this one thing. So this is the beauty about journaling. It's not just about thinking stuff. I think the actual act of writing it gives us a fresh perspective. It allows us to start to speak to ourselves in a different way. It really does clear out our mind. And I really got some sharp focus just in that 2 minutes. Okay, so the next prompt. This one is about making progress with your life. And it really helps to understand and develop with this particular prompt that when we come across obstacles, so we're trying to make progress with our lives, but we hit up against an obstacle. And this journal prompt really helps with those moments. It starts to retrain the mind so that when we hit up against an obstacle, rather than feeling frustrated or rather than losing concentration or feeling really unmotivated, we see that that obstacle is actually going to advance us. And it's such a beautiful frame of mind to develop. So I've really developed this frame of mind myself. I certainly didn't used to think like this. Like whenever I came across a setback, I'd be like, oh, woe is me, like that's it, everything's done, I'm a failure. So this journaling in this specific area has really given me so much strength of mind. So you're basically learning or teaching yourself that whatever is standing in your way is actually going to be the way that you move forward. So it's a beautiful concept, like it really does some amazing imagination gymnastics in the mind, because you're just like, what? How can what's standing in the way become the way? And if that really does seem challenging to you, then you're going to get tons of benefit from having this as a regular journal prompt, because it's really going to change the way that your mind is thinking. Okay, so here's the prompt. I want for you to, first of all, get clear on a barrier or an obstacle or a frustration that you're currently facing. And I want for you to journal on how these barriers or obstacles or frustrations can be preparing you to advance to the next level of your life and your career. So you're essentially looking at this particular barrier or frustration as a specific point in training to train you to continue on your way. So what barriers, obstacles, frustrations are you facing, and how can these be preparing you to advance to the next level of your life and your career? So let's take 2 minutes for that one as well and see what we come up with. Off you go. Okay, so if you need more time, feel free to press pause. And also anything that came up with that one, let me know in the comments below. It's always nice to hear what you guys are getting from these exercises. So I'd love for you to share, if you feel comfortable to do that, in the comments below. What did you see about those barriers or those frustrations or those obstacles? I really love this one because, again, I can think in my mind like, oh no, this is just an annoying barrier and it doesn't fit to this journal prompt. But as soon as I sit down and I start writing, I get an insight. I get a clear sense of, oh my gosh, I see how this is actually making me stronger. And when I'm stronger, I'm going to be able to do this in my business. And I'm not currently able to do that in my business. So I see that I'm actually really grateful for the challenge that I'm really going through at the moment. What's lovely about this, especially if, like me, you're a creative or you're running your own business or you're trying to start a business online or you're trying to see a creative project through, it relies so much in our faith in ourselves to keep going, to have that resilience, to have that ability to keep going no matter what. And so when we do come to a place where we can really trust ourselves to respond to a frustration in a way that's going to move us forward rather than keep us stuck, it really gives us the confidence to go for that business idea that we've had. I can't tell you how much my business has grown in line with my confidence and my ability to trust myself in overcoming obstacles and setbacks. When I first began my career as a coach for writers and entrepreneurs, I was really nervous at the beginning because I would think, what if I get a client and I can't help them? And so I was really nervous about getting clients. But now, years into my business, I know that no matter what my clients need, whether I can help them in the moment or whether I have to go to figure out a way to help them, I know that I'm going to be able to get that done. And this confidence has really come from this journal prompt, where it's taught my brain to see those barriers as the way forward, if you like. So let me know what you got from these prompts. And if you do like the idea of developing a creative career, if you do like the sense of some of the work that I do, then I have a masterclass which I'm offering for free at the moment. It's a masterclass that's going to show you how to create, how to live, and how to earn just the way that you want. And we're going to be doing a lot of journal prompts throughout the masterclass. So I give you lots of great questions and lots of great journaling prompts to really give you clarity on what that potential creative desire within you is calling you to do. So you'll see the link in the comments below, which is going to take you through to a landing page. Let us know your details and we can send that masterclass out to you and you can start watching it today. Really enjoyed journaling with you today and look forward to hearing what some of you have got from these prompts. And I will see you next week. Take care till then.